everyone, Poor Cynic here with Tab and Tyrant Reviews, and this is Costume Quest by Double Fine Productions. This is a role-playing game based around Halloween, as you might have guessed. You use the power of costumes and your imagination to gather candy, fight monsters, and eventually rescue your kidnapped sibling. All in all, this is a solid role-playing game. There are definitely some issues I have with it. While it is sort of expansive and the story is very creative, it does suffer from linearity. There are also some issues with graphics, some issues with controls, and there just doesn't feel like there's a lot to do. It feels very on-railsy, which is odd to say about a role-playing game. Let's take a look at some of the things here on the screen. You can look at achievements, obviously. You can help at options, and that'll take you into, obviously, an options menu. You can look how to play. You can adjust your settings, which are very simple, just music, sound effects, and brightness. You can look at credits, and that is about it. And you can also download Grubbins on Ice, which is their add-on pack. I haven't downloaded it yet, don't really see a need to at this point, so we're just going to go along with the game. There are multiple save slots, which is very nice. We are in slot 1, and let us begin our costume quest. Alright, and here are our characters. The main one, that's the one in the robot costume, that is Reynold, and the one behind him is Everett. Now, let's go over some of the things you can see here on the screen. Currently, I am level 3. You can see the amount of XP I have in the upper left corner. Then we have this Costume Quest labeled notebook. This will show you the status. It shows their hit points and the various bonuses delivered by stickers and costumes and whatnot. The stickers are battle stamps, which are in the next tab. And these are bonuses you can give to your characters to use in actual combat. Disembodied hand, counterattack upon a successful defend. We have an egg on your face ability, and then the others are all passives, increasing hit points and increasing attack power and adding chance of dodging enemy attacks. We can go to quests. This shows our active quests at the moment. It shows which quests you've completed and which quests are currently still going. You can see I have one more house to get in this neighborhood. You still have one more kid to find in the hide and seek. I need to get a special creepy treat card, which I'll get to in just a second, and I need to complete the final tier of the Bobbing for Apple Suburbs version. Costume patterns. These are the costumes you have discovered or unlocked. They all have different types of specialities. You can see the robot here. It's an attack focused. It's based around range combat. Whereas the knight is a defense, and it's melee. And then Statue of Liberty is support and ranged. And you can get more costumes in different areas. There's Autumn Haven Mall, there's multiple neighborhoods, Fall Valley, and those are other areas you unlock later in the game. And then here are the creepy treats. These are the special collector's cards that you obtain and trade with other characters on occasion. Now, let's see. You can see the amount of candy I have here in the lower left-hand corner. Completely forgot to mention the menu. That's just very basic. You can go to Help and Options. You can look at achievements. You can go back to the main menu, and you can resume the game. And then finally, this button in the lower right-hand corner, that is the special ability of this costume. It can be activated outside of combat. Like, if I activate for the robot, you can use his skate shoes to move around very fast, and this actually does come into play in certain areas. Once for a mission where I had to outrun a bully, and another time where I had to, or multiple times where you have to go off these ramps. That's the only way you can go up those ramps is with these skate shoes. But there are other abilities for each of the costumes. Like I know the knight passive ability or special out of combat ability is he uses the shield, the little trash can lid, to protect himself from various things, which I've had to use twice so far again. It's sort of limited, but it does come into play. I see a little talk to icon, but it's not important. I'm supposed to have lit candles in my hair like Blackbeard, but Mom said no. Alright, so you move around by tapping and holding on the screen, or just by tapping, and you'll automatically go to the area you're tapped. And in order to interact with objects, you tap on them if they have that little icon on there. Like you see, I hit the mailbox and candy came out. But obviously not all objects are like that. Now this is the gate you need to open to get to the next area. So you see, I haven't hit all the houses yet, so I can't go through it. I need to find the last house, and hopefully it's a combat house so I can show off that mechanic. Because otherwise, if it's just There are two types of houses. There's the regular candy houses where adults will just give you candy. That's my house, so it doesn't work. And then there are combat houses where they're grubbins, the monsters are inside, and you will have a little battle with them. It looks like I can't go through that way. I can't go through that way. But it appears that there is an area I have missed because I don't think I've gone over those ramps in the backyard yet. Not-da-dee-dee-dee. Ah! I can activate the skate shoes and jump. Okay. Now you can see some scattered candy around here. And some objects I can hit for candy. Though don't know why you go digging around for candy in dumpsters and garbage bags and, you know, piles of leaves. That does not seem like the kind of candy you want. Dang it. See here, the controls are kind of fiddly, especially when you're moving around. It's hard to go right to the exact area you need to, and you often end up clicking on your own character. And see, if I do that again, this is where you can go to switch their costumes. Like I can switch to the Knight, or I can switch to Lady Liberty, and what have you. But since I need the rocket costume, or the robot costume at this point, I'm not going to switch. You also saw there that the graphics had little hiccups. That happens quite a bit, and it is annoying. It doesn't obstruct gameplay, but it is kind of problematic. It's just noticeable enough to be an issue, but it's not actually going to block you if you have enough to cause problems. Alright, so making my way through these yards, no problem. Still gotta find that last house. I'm hoping I did not come here just for nothing. And jump. Oh, found a treasure chest. This particular treasure chest had candy in it. Some of the other treasure chests have parts of costumes in them, which is very useful, very helpful. Well, it doesn't look like there's obviously any house back here to look into, so we're just going to move along. Ah, I got an achievement, collected a total of over 4,000 candies. Now, candies are basically the game's currency. You spend candy on the battle stickers that you saw before. And that's pretty much the only major use I can think of them, besides just sort of bragging rights and whatnot. Because, you know, kids, you gotta get the most candy. Otherwise, what's the point of Halloween? Where is this last house? You can tell which houses you've hit and which ones you haven't by the lights. I'm not talking about the pumpkins. I'm talking about lights in the homes and these bags along the pathway in front. If they're lit up, that means you haven't been there. If they're dark, that means you've already hit that house and you need to find another one. See, there's bobbing for apples there. I need to finish that side quest. Hit this house. I've hit the Patriot House with the Abe Lincoln cadre. And I've hit that house. This is another problem the game has. You can often just find yourself retracing your steps over and over again, trying to find the one thing you missed. That little cave blocked by the waterfall there, that's how you use the night costume to block the water to allow yourself in. And that just takes you to that open manhole you might have seen before next to a ramp. I already took care of that. It's basically a shortcut and it holds a piece of the Lady Liberty costume. This area used to be blocked off by this woman here, but just had to get her cherries as part of a pie ingredient, and she opened up the way. Most of the side quests are like that. It's very much just either sort of almost meaningless side questy stuff, or it's actually needed to open up different areas. I also need to find that last hiding person. I don't think it's this person. Yeah, total banana fest. Oops. This is one of the kids you can trade cards with if you have the proper card. I don't have the proper card to trade with them yet, and once I get it, which I probably will before the end of this area, I would assume, then I can get some sort of reward for that, which will likely be candy. Might be a costume piece, though. Kind of hoping it's a costume piece. I don't remember exactly. Whoop. Where is this house? I forgot to mention, you see this, the little disc. That's where you go to save. Those are police call boxes. You go there, and the cop says, yeah, sure, kid, whatever, monsters are attacking people, yeah. Happy Halloween and all that jazz. And it saves your game. Did I hit the Patriot house? I'm pretty sure I did. I know I went in there to get the cherries, because of the tree. No, I can't even get up the stairs. Okay. Damn stingy Patriots. Alright, we found the last house. Hopefully it is a combat house, because otherwise that would be a tremendous letdown. And here's the build-up, and... aha! It's a grubbin! And combat begins. And goes into this stylized, imagination fight. Which very, as I mentioned in the review, it very puts me in mind of Calvin and Hobbes, when you do the Spaceman Spiff or Tracer Bullet type of stuff. It's very cool. Alright, now combat it's all about quick time events. Here I use basic attack, I have to match the timing, success, boom, hit the grubbin bombardier. Now another basic attack, I swipe the screen repeatedly, you fill it up, and you have maximum damage. Now in order to dodge to the best ability, you have to tap in the correct area. Sometimes you'll just minimize damage, other times you will actually avoid damage altogether. And there goes the bombardier. And now I am down to just one enemy, and this should be a piece of cake. I did not hit the button or tap the screen in time. And now you can see I've unlocked a special move, Missile Barrage. It goes into a special cutscene, which launches missiles and has completely wiped out the enemy grubbin. The Statue of Liberty special move is that she can use the Light of Freedom to heal party members. It's very nice. Alright, now that gate is open and we can proceed, but I don't want to proceed just yet because there are a couple side quests I have not done, like the final part of the bobbing for apples thing. And I think I picked up the necessary card to finish that trade as well. At least I hope I did. Alright. Now, this is a very basic minigame. You just swipe sideways to move, and you swipe down to bob. You want to get the good-looking apples. You don't want to get the cores or the worms, and you get more points for green apples as opposed to red. It's pretty simple, but still entertaining enough. This is definitely not a game for the hardcore. This strikes me as being very much a game aimed at younger audiences. You see, I finished it, and that's the supposed to be harder difficulty, and it wasn't all that difficult. So there is that to keep in mind if you're interested in this. It's definitely a game for... I'm gonna get more candy. 50 pieces of candy, that's pretty much all I get. Is there a third part to that quest? Do I have to do it again? Complete Tier 3, okay. But that's what that is, and there are other mini-games like it. I suppose the card trading game is like that too. I think I have the necessary card. Let me check my status. Yes, bring Fruity Foam Creepy Treat. Bring Fruity Foam Creepy Treat card back to Austin. And yeah, I assume I'm gonna get candy. But yeah, as I said, this is definitely not a game for people who are really experienced with RPGs. Probably if you got kids or you got somebody who's not into RPGs, this is a good way to get them introduced to the genre. And I got XP instead. That's also very good. So I can go to that gate and I can move on to the next part. And that should be exciting and whatnot. Ah, I didn't find the last kid. Yeah, but you don't want to see me wandering around this neighborhood again for umpty minutes. So I'm just going to go to the gate, and we'll see what happens, and I may very well call it there then. It occurred to me now that I could have turned on rocket skates and been to the gate much faster. But, you know, that's a mistake on my part. And we have a new quest. These tombstones aren't styrofoam. Get through the cemetery and find Monster HQ. Get through the spooky cemetery. Oops. I see grubbins ahead, which probably means another battle. What up, dude? Oh, sneaking mission now? Oh, no, we're just gonna fight. I thought it was actually gonna be kind of a stealthy type of thing, but no, we're just gonna go straight into another dramatic fight. Ooh, 3 guys this time. That might be a little trickier. Oh, but I got a hit on them anyway. That's good. Whoop. Success. Boom. Taste the flames of America! Okay, that didn't work. I definitely... Oh, that hurt me a lot. And they immediately got healed. This is going to be a difficult battle. And I'm on fire, so that's going to hurt me more. So I might be in a bit of trouble here. Oop. Did not swipe it enough, but, well, enough to... Oh, I didn't. I completely forgot to swipe at that point. So let's Anthem. And this will heal me up. I don't know if it'll heal the downed character, but... Ah! America! And Abraham Lincoln and Eagles! But it did not heal it enough. So... But I dodged it that time, so that's good. It's all up to you, Lady Liberty. Do America proud. Oh, he's got a shield up. Fortunately, I'm not attacking him, so that's fine. Wow, that success really hurt me. I can't really afford to have many more successes like that, so let's Anthem again, because I really need the health. Save me, Abraham Lincoln. Tap the back. Oh my god, that did not help at all. Okay, so I went in this battle completely underprepared. It doesn't really respond well to my taps. Which is another problem the game has. The controls are not spectacular. But there doesn't really seem to be any penalty except I have to do the battle again, which is one of the problems of the game. But yeah, I think we'll call it there. All in all, Costume Quest is it's an average RPG. As I said, it might be better for younger kids or people who are not particularly into RPGs is a good way to introduce them. But there are problems to take into account, like the poor controls and the occasional graphical hitches that may, in fact, cause those people not want to play these sorts of games anymore. Matching the timing. But, you know, I recommend at least sort of picking it up. Might be worth at least just taking a look. It has some good qualities to it. I do enjoy... I tapped the wrong button. I do enjoy it for what it's worth. But it definitely is not perfect. And my timing was completely off there. Don't know what I was thinking. But yes, that's been Costume Quest. And I would call it okay, you know? Give it a shot if anything you've seen looks like it may interest you. Who knows, I may actually do something longer with this in the future. Because, you know, despite the flaws, it's kind of fun. It's got a nice story to it. It's got a nice sort of childish plus nature to it. Now, I do enjoy that. So yes, I've been Poor Cynic with Tab on Tyrant Reviews. Ta-ta, and farewell.